Hi Bibies and welcome to my channel. My name is CarmiMua, and in today's video we are going to do something that we used to do, then we kind of stopped, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because this video is kind of like an oldie but goldie monthly favorite video, like let's just call it as it is. However, as you guys know, I used to do them non-stop every single month. I used to give you products, I used to give you faves and everything. However, towards the last part of the year of 2018, so just a few months back, I kind of like lost track. You know, I kind of felt I was pushing myself to always like product because I had to create that content. You know, it's like I felt like I was in a duty to you to just always have a monthly favorite and something that you can rely on, something you can decide to shop all the time. So I kind of had to sit back for a minute, because the thing is, one thing that I know for sure is that the Bibi family is incredible, because I always see so many of your messages and I try to reply to as many as I can. You guys are literally my life. But the thing is, I used to see so many of you telling me like, oh my god, Carmi, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna buy it. Oh my god, Carmi, I love this, I'm gonna go out and buy it. I just bought it and everything. And let me tell you, there is nothing more like it's literally, you feel full. You know, you feel absolutely amazing when you feel like your voice has been heard. Just the feeling of being heard is absolutely amazing. However, I kind of had a thought and I was just like, am I forcing myself to like product so that I can create content, or am I seriously liking this product? Because I'm gonna tell you, like, some of the product that I used to really love, I still like, but then I never really picked them up anymore. And the reason why is because I go into this loop of like the beauty community when it just feels like it's completely out of the rules. Like, you cannot use the same product twice in a video. Like, that is something that you do not do in the beauty community. And I feel I am sick and tired of that. I want to kind of like move myself away from the stigma of just always have something new all the time. And I mentioned it to you before, like, I absolutely enjoy what I do. I love first impression. I love the whole aspect of like testing new things. However, sometimes I want to reuse the same thing all over again. You know, there are a few products that if I love them, I just want to use them. Because the thing is, I'm advising you to buy stuff, and I'm not thinking like, oh, they're only going to use it once, then they tried it, they loved it, that's it, they forget about it. No, if I advise you for you to buy something, it's because I think that could be your holy grail. That could be the things that you're going to use all the time. I don't know, I just feel I want to rework on my monthly favorite by giving you my favorite at the moment. So I don't think this is going to be a monthly kind of video, but I hope you're going to appreciate that. You know, you're going to have more and more of me in different ways, and always honest. And the thing is, I feel like I want to spend more time researching product as well as testing them out in different ways, and kind of like answering your question when you ask me like, oh, is this gonna work for my dehydrated skin, or is this one really good for doing this specific technique? Like, I want to give you more than just I like this. And the reason why as well I'm starting bare face is because one thing that I didn't like is when I used to do monthly favorite, I used to just talk about the product and kind of tell you what it was doing and why I liked it, and then always like tell you to like check down into the description for the full video review and everything. However, I want to take this time to kind of like give you a 360. I'm still going to leave down in the description like the full review, like especially when we're going to talk about foundation. If you want to see like the day wear and the foundation swatches and everything, I will have videos like that. However, I want to show you as well how it looks. You know, it's like I always feel like YouTube is a visual place. Like, I watch YouTube, I watch other people because I truly just really love to see what they're doing and everything. And I also listen to podcasts. However, you have chosen to watch a video, so only listening to me just talking through a product without showing it, kind of, I felt like it started to defeat the purpose. So yes, that is the longest intro I probably done this week, because you guys know I talk for forever. needed a coffee right now. But this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna start to rework this series. It's gonna be me once in a while telling you absolutely everything as well as showing you. So I really hope you are down. I want to change. I want to spice it up. I want to make things the way I feel like they are just gonna be the next level. So I hope you guys are ready. Make sure you grab your drink because clearly it's in need, as well as a snack. You know, a popcorn is always something that I absolutely aspire. And talking about aspire, like this top, oh my goodness me. If I had chachas, they would be out all the time. I don't even know who was this top meant for, because I have a flat chest and I feel like my nip can kind of slip in a sack. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna start the video, promise you. Alright, babies, congratulations, you made it to the intro. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, it was so long. Promise you, it was just explaining what I was doing. Also, I just really enjoyed to talk to you, that's it. So, let's start with things that I've been really loving as priming. And I actually have 3 of them in front of me. I will be using all 3 of them. Let's start with the first one. Now, this one over here is from Revolution, is the Hydrating Primer. I actually really love this one. Is extremely easy to put on, as in, like, as you can see, it's like proper, like, super runny and everything. And what I like about for my skin that is a little bit more dry, this one really gets down so quickly, and I feel like my skin just drinks it immediately, so I can directly start with a beautiful foundation application. It does leave it slightly tacky, and that is a good thing, so that you know it's gonna make sure the foundation and the pigment is gonna really be grabbed, and it's not too heavy at all. And that's sometimes one thing when you do have dry skin, if you do over moisturize or if you do use too much richer cream, the skin is not used to it of the moist, and it's just gonna push it completely. So having something a little bit lightweight works. And then I've been really loving this one since I got it, and I'm already like, this much is completely gone. And it's the Elemis Superfruit Kirif Tea Mist. I'm so sorry, I butchered the name. I think I did. What I like about this one is not only the smell, but as well like the very fine mist. I love sprays that they have a very delicate mist, because it's just gonna go into your skin. You know, sometimes I feel like when I use some of them, they're so strong, I just feel like, hey yo, this is not hairspray, this is not dry shampoo. That was my cat sneezing. Hey cat, thanks for sneezing. And the last one for preparing is going to be this NYX hashtag this is everything, is the lip oil. Now this one is a very small travel size that I got off the advent calendar that they did. I don't know if they always carry the really small one. I think they should, because let me tell you, it's pretty much always in my pocket. And they do actually have the big size, and I don't think it's gonna be too expensive. I think it's gonna be probably like under like £5 or £6. I remember like gifting them, some of them, to Bestie, my friend Joe, and he was telling me like, oh my god, Carmi, this is absolutely insane, you have to have it. And I was like, okay, I have it at home, I haven't tried it, let me see. Got me hooked. So like, I've been using this one since January, is now the beginning of March, and yeah, I still have a little bit left, and I kind of have used it at least like 3 or 4 times a day. Like, I use it before I go to bed, and makes my lips gorge. So next we are gonna go in with foundation. Now the one that I've been loving the most is this L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear. Now I'm in the shade 200 golden sand. Now this one over here, and it's gonna be kind of a shocker, so I hope you are seated down. I hope you hold on to something, because this is more like a medium coverage, and I've been actually enjoying it. I know, shocker. I actually feel this foundation matches me incredibly well, like more than a lot of others, because I feel like sometimes I do always have like a problem with my chest and my neck area. However, because I do have a very big tattoo on my chest, sometimes if I make my face and my neck darker, it's kind of okay, like you can't really tell, but yeah, once in a while I like to be my right colors, but sometimes I can't really match myself. And for brush, I've been loving this one. There is a buffing brush from Real Technique, the 204. I haven't used Real Technique brushes in a while, and then I kind of like got re-hooked from them, and I've been absolutely loving them. So what I tend to do is stipple it down first, and you can see how beautiful is this match. And I just after go around and around, and I feel like this foundation actually moves very nicely. Like with 3 to 4 pump, I can still do my full half of a face. Full half of a face is a new thing. Hi, it's me, Carmi. But look how nice once I go all the way down my neck is that you can really not see the difference. Now, I know a lot of people don't really go as much down, but I have a beard, so when I shave all the way down here, and you can really see the blue and the really like gray of my beard. That's why I have to carry my foundation all the way down, and that's the reason why I always do an extra pump and a half, because my face becomes extremely long. So I am gonna do this one very quickly. I just wanted to show you how lovely is like the coverage, as well as how lovely is the color, and it does set beautifully itself. One thing that I will say with this foundation is it is pretty long lasting, and I do enjoy that. However, on my moustache areas, I do find it that is the place where I tend to sweat the most. If you don't powder through the day, it will pretty disappear, like it will go. It has happened, so just hold on to that. It does happen. Okay, so now that we have the foundation down and blended, we can definitely see that it's kind of even up my skin tone without feeling like too heavy, as well as it is pretty beautiful onto my skin. I do have to say I like it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this concealer over here. Now, I'm a sucker for a good full coverage concealer, even if I do use like more of a light like foundation. Full coverage concealer for me is a must, specifically because I do like to brighten up my under area, as well as get rid of and cancel out some of my beard shadow. And I've been really loving this health concealer. I think this is pretty amazing for only £5. Honey, get yourself one. It's really good. And I've been using medium beige for all around my face and medium sand for just brightening it up. So I will be adding a little bit of this, as well as I do have a full review of this concealer with the all day wear. I think it was like 6 or 7 hours wear. As well as the foundation. Now, I've loved both of them. However, I do find that the concealer something I've been just keep reusing all the time. As kind of like substitute a lot of other concealer that I own. This is pretty much what I use now. Like, I just can't stop using it, and I really feel I've got a good concealer. So I just add a little bit of this one down the side of my beard. I do have a third one to do contouring. However, I enjoy doing some time contouring with concealer, but majority of the time I will always use like a bronzer powder and everything. I don't tend to go too heavy with my contour in general, so that's probably the reason why. But this does actually blend quite beautifully if you do want to do like the all highlighting and contouring situation. Like, as you can see, it's nice and gone already, and I'm using pretty much the same brush that I did the foundation, because I don't really need to use another one. However, for now that I'm going to do the highlighting portion, I'm going to change brush. I'm going to use this 401 by Real Technique. Again, pretty much same motion, just like padding it in, and as you can see, look how bright my chin looks. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just gonna blend the rest of it, especially my eyes, and I'm gonna show you one of them before I move forward to do the other one. Like, look how beautiful and look how bright it makes the under. Like, it's so nice. And I do find that this actually doesn't crease at all. Like, I'm gonna set it with a little bit of powder. This stays on beautifully. and I really love that, as well as it does give you a little bit of playtime to just like do the other one, do the rest of it, and then you can put the powder. I find that sometimes some concealer, as soon as you blend them, you're gonna go straight away in with powder. This, you have a little bit of time. So let me just blend them both, and then I show you what I use for overall powder. Okay, baby, so we have now completely blended everything, and you can see my skin how it looks. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my powder now. You guys know I'm not somebody that likes to do heavy powdering. Again, it must be because my skin is always more towards the dry side, as well as I like more matte finish. The concealer is pretty matte. The foundation is pretty demi matte. So using sometimes too much powder would just happen that it's just gonna like look Sahara Desert, and we do not want that. So I've been really obsessed over this one over here. There is from Revolution, and it's the Bake and Blot. Like you can see from the packaging, like you can barely see the name, and everything is completely scraped. As well, like the pattern inside is gone. Now the shade I use Banana, because I always use the banana one to do my baking, but since I got this one, I just stopped using the loose one because I feel this is just less messy and I can just travel with it as well. And I actually use two brushes, and I explain to you why. The first one is this F14 by Blank Canvas, and I just take a little bit onto the brush and look up and just press this one down over here, and I go all the way when I did my concealer, and it completely sets it really nicely. I could go in with a lighter shade, however I do feel like sometimes the difference would be so minimal that I might just use like even a lighter concealer if I really wanted to be that extra bright, especially because you'll see once I do my contouring, it's gonna look pretty damn good. So we like that. So this is what I do, and this is like the main areas. And yes, this is the only time I will use this brush. I find that like, the shape is so beautiful to do the under eyes. And then I use this one over here. There is the powder brush by Real Technique 201. And as you can see, it's pretty damn fluffy. I just do 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. And then I just go very quickly. And I just like jump it into my skin. I don't like to be too heavy-handed because the foundation is pretty set as it is, but I just like to give it a little bit of a dust of powder, especially because I'm gonna do contouring next. And sometimes if the foundation underneath is still a little bit juicy, the contouring doesn't go really well, and it's just gonna look muddy. So that is a little quick one as well. Don't forget your baby hairs. We have them. Let's just give them some love. Now, this is where the part of the video where I'm gonna a little apologize, because I have been using this contouring for a very long time. I really like it, and I just wanted to just use it because there was no point of me to tell you that I love the new one when I just use this one all the time. And it's this Revolution Renaissance Glow. As you can see, this one is pretty love. The highlighter I still find it's a little bit too light for me, so you can still see the pattern, you can still see the logo. I wish this one did come in its own single, because that would be my jam, and I love that. And for doing so, I use this brush over here. There is the 250 by Rev, and as you can see, it's a little bit pointy, and it just really hugs my cheeks beautifully. So I tend to just take a little bit of the product, and first of all, I like to layer it. So I just like bounce into my skin so that I can get all the lovely application, and I make sure I do this area like underneath my hairline, like so, and then I go really quickly around it to just diffuse it, and look how nice. I love it. I feel like this color is pretty amazing. Now, for highlighter, again guys, there are not really many highlighters that I tend to kind of like use a lot. The one that I use all the time are the one from my palette. I know for some people this might be a shameless plug, but this is seriously what I use all the time. I promise you I'm gonna use another eyeshadow palette, because if not, you're just gonna have another look using my own one. So I will be using another palette, but I will be just go in with my best combo. Like, since I've been having this palette, I just don't use any others. Like, this is my highlighter of choice. So let me just carry on doing this one, and then I'll be back showing you the final skin. Of course, I'm gonna give you a little zoom in with the lights a little bit dim so you can see how it looks, and then we're gonna move in with the eyes, the windows to the bank account. Sorry guys, I'm back before I was promised you, but I think you're gonna enjoy this part, because not only we're gonna do highlighter, but also I will be telling you what brushes I use, because I do get that question a lot. And these two are my go-to highlighters for two main different reasons. This over here, there is the Blank Canvas F15, yes, 1.5. Does give me a very blinding effect, and it does give me like the most of my highlighter. Like, it just puts the highlighter to a more intense situation. If not, I go with the 320 by Revolution Pro, and because it's in a fan shape and it's a little bit more spread and more open, it just hugs the cheeks in a different way, and it kind of makes it a little bit softer. So today I'm going to use this one because I'm not planning to like do a very heavy makeup. So I'm going to go in with both of them, and I just go up and down. Like, I don't really feel like we should just be too like peaky. So this is the highlighter down, and I like to layer it. So I just take a little bit and I layer it on. Can you see that? How pretty. So, and I just depending, like sometimes I like to do a little bit more gold, sometimes I go a little bit more icy green with Flash Me. You guys know for me that is my combo. So I kind of just like smile a little bit. I take even more of the gold, and then on the side I just like one, two, kind of like brush it down, and you can see how it looks with just the gold. This one with both of them. I'm gonna be extra, so I'm gonna add a little bit of Flash Me on the top, and then very quickly both of them, and I'm gonna do the nose and a little bit of the lip. And then what I do, because I don't like when the nose is that strong but the highlighter is pretty intense, I just go back with the brush that we did a little bit of the powdering without adding anything, and I just like bounce it on top, so it kind of really soften it up, but you still have that little point. And if you want, you can just do a little bit of the highlighter. It's depending how you feel, like how blinding you like your highlighter. For me, it's depending on my mood. Sometimes I like really long, and some of the time a little bit softer. So this is what we have, and we like it. So what we're gonna do now, we are gonna do the eyes. Now, for eyes, you guys know I always use MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. It's my ride or die when it comes to priming. Finally, I hit pan after like over a year. So I'm really happy with that. So I'm gonna put on this one real quick. But for brows, I've been actually really enjoying this too. I'm always on the look to find a new brow mascara, something that is a little bit more affordable. This time I think I'm finding like a very affordable option, and one that is like not cheap, but it's definitely like, it doesn't break the bank. It's not gonna be like a Sisley like 60-pound brow pencil. Like, that's just absolutely insane. So the first one is this Milk Brow Kush, and it's actually clear. Now, I did go to their event here in London. I'm just with my finger making sure there is not powder or anything. So they had this event about, I would say probably like a month and a bit ago. They invited me, and they did actually give us a few things. I actually liked pretty much everything. Like, you know, the foundation was really good, the concealer was really good, the powder was nice, the stick, contouring and highlighter were very natural. That I don't mind it. I think they're gonna be great for like editorial work. They're gonna be great for like a very quick summer application. But for me, I'm not really a stick kind of person. I prefer to use more powder, and I know it sounds really weird knowing that I have more of a dry skin, but I just find it easier to use like contouring there is powder, and an highlighter there is powder, but it is pretty nice. I just don't reach it, so that is the kind of gist and the gem. But I remember like asking for a different brown mascara. I wanted to get like the dark brown, but they were out of stock, and the lady said to me just like, oh, we do have the clear one if you want, or we can just send it to your house, the darker one. Now, to be honest with you, I was like, you know what, I actually have a few new one with proper color, but I don't have anything new and fresh when it comes to more clear, so to just set it. So I was like, you know what, give me the clear, let me have a look. It's pretty nice. Like now I feel like I really want to get the one with color, because what I like about it really gives like more of a fuller brow. I think you can see it already. Like this is just with the clear one, how nice they look, and I've been really loving. I love the spoolie as well, like it's so small and precise, so I like this. And what I do, because I'm a little bit extra with my brows, I go with this one. There is the Catrice Brow Colorist. Now this one, I don't know if it's really available here in the UK. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it is, as in shop wise. I think online mainly. I got it when I went to Italy around December time. I think it was like end of December. I went and I was shopping with my sister, and as you guys know, I like to get some stuff, so I got a few of Catrice bits. I got the HD foundation, I got I think it was like a powder or something, and then I got this one over here. Now this is what I've been using all the time. Foundation is pretty cute. Powder, I kind of don't even know what I put in, but this is very nice. Like, can you see how lovely it looks? And I tend to avoid the very front area, because I do find that this is pretty pigmented, and if I use too much product it becomes like very messy. So I kind of just add the extra coloring on the outside and just take a little bit. And color wise, does it have a color, this one? I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will have a color. I will let you know maybe down in the description if I find the color, but so far I can't really see, but I know it's gonna be definitely the darker one, because I do have dark hair, like black hair, so I will let you know. So I'm gonna just add a little bit more, a lot more, and then we'll start the eyes. All done, babies. So before we move to the eyes, I did promise you a very good close-up so you can actually see what the foundation looks like once I finish all my base. So if you excuse my brows being done, I'm coming closer, so let's get ready. I'm gonna take off my ring light up in here. So now I just have my soft boxes. So this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. I think the match is pretty spot on, as well. Like you can see with my scalp and everything, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing like a mask completely. It's a very nice foundation. I think it's pretty good, yet it's not full coverage, so you can still see a little bit of my coloring of my beard and everything. But for my everyday, this is pretty good, you know. Sometimes I just wear this one with absolutely nothing on, maybe just a little bit of brow. I'm out of the house and I feel great. So yeah, so let me sit my booty down because we're starting our eyes. Alright, babes, so the booty is down and now we are gonna do the eyes. I already primed my eyelids, and of course you guys know paint pot is the way to go, and I do not set it to make sure I do get the best out of my shadows. Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth, when it comes to eyeshadows, I use way too many palettes all the time. I don't really have one. There is my extreme go-to, except mine. So I will be using a new one. I know maybe it defeats the purpose of my favorites, but I've been having so many requests of using this over here from Revolution. There is the Decadent palette, and I think this is like a great idea to just use it today, because if not, it's going to be another look using my Kissify palette, and I feel like once in a while we should try something new. So this is what it looks like. Now, as you guys probably have seen, if not, check it down to the description. I do have a video when I show you all 4 of them, as well as I created a beautiful pink look using another palette. I can't actually remember the name. I know I'm pretty terrible, but there is one that is all pink, and I think that is my ultimate goals. So this is what it looks like, and today I'm pretty much going to give you some swatches because I've seen you commenting saying, Carmi, please give us swatches. So I will be swatching a couple of shades as well as giving you an eye look. So let's just start with the swatches. Now, the first shade that I kind of feel I'm super dig in is this beautiful orange. Love the pigment of this one. I'm also really drawn in with the one underneath that is called Majesty. Very, very pretty. I'm also love Blush. Oh, blush is very, very beautiful. One thing I don't really tend to do is a coppery eye. I know it sounds really weird, but I don't really do much. Love Karma. Yes, that is a very, very beautiful shade. Let me get my my beauts over here, my cleaning cloth. Okay, so let's just try to do things. I'm gonna give you a couple of more swatches as well, so bear with me when I just clean my fingers. I'm back with clean fingers, so let me just do a couple of more, and of course we're gonna use the lightest shade up in here. This is called Pearls. Very, very pretty. It is very light. Does look slightly more powdery, like a little bit more dry, but we'll definitely give it a try. Then I want to do this one over here underneath. I really, really like the feel of the matte one. I do think they are pretty nice and they feel like very soft to the touch. Then I'm gonna do Glimmer. Have we done Glimmer? No, I don't think we've done Glimmer. Love this one over here. Glimmer is very, very pretty. And then lastly, I'm gonna do Glim. You know, we do Glimmer. Let's do Glim, and ooh, this is very, very pretty. I actually really love the shade over here. So these are a few swatches. I hope you have enjoyed it. I promise you I'll get better with swatches. They're something that I don't really tend to do a lot because clearly I don't know how to do them. So I'm now gonna start to get my eyes ready. It's gonna be pretty simple, so let's just do that. All right, babies, so let's start, and let me tell you, I do feel this shade over here that is called Sundown is screaming, Carmi, please pick me. So I will, as you can see. So the brush, it is my E20 by Blank Canvas. You are pretty used to my brush routine. Ooh, this is very nice. I tend to always use pretty much the same few because I feel like brushes can be like your besties. Like once you find a good brush for like transition, one to pack on products, one to do like your cut crease, don't change them. They're great. They work. They're meant to last for years. So if you look after them, they will. So what I'll do, I use this one for my crease and just like blend, 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 and we are just getting this to proportion. Alright, babies, I am back. Now, if you were not on my Instagram live like today, as in the day I was filming it, you probably don't know, but my neighbor are making a lot of noise downstairs. I think they're building up something in their room and everything, and it's directly underneath my studio. So there were a lot of banging. So yes, I'm so sorry if for the rest of the video we're gonna hear boosh bash bash. It is what it is. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll try to maybe like save it on post and try to like minimize the noise, but I think my mic is still gonna pick some of it. So don't hate me, but I cannot wait to finish this eye look. So we're gonna go with this brush over here. There is the E24, so a flat brush. And one of the shades that I really liked was this one called Glim. The swatches was absolutely beautiful. So, oh yes, this actually is a stunning shade on the eyes. So I'm just gonna use this one overall onto my mobile eyelid, exactly where I did not use anything before. Oh, I think this is actually very, very pretty. I don't know why, some of the shades here kind of remind me of one of maybe like Natasha Denona palette. I can't remember what was the name. I think it was like was that the desert something? I can't actually remember, so I'm so, or the sunset. I'm sorry if I remembered. I will let you know maybe down in some comments or anything. However, it kind of reminds me also, even like the shape of the shadow, like the square one is very like Natasha Denona-ish. However, her eyeshadow like 200 plus pounds for palette that I've seen it. There are like there is like a little one in Selfridges, like a little kind of like angle, like a corner when you have Natasha Denona, and they're beautiful. Like I swatched them on my fingers and stunning, but I can't get through the fact that I have to spend that much money for an eyeshadow palette, so I will not. So this is done. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take another brush. Now this one is the E41, and I'm gonna go in with the shade over here that is called Fortuity. I don't know what that means. I will probably Google it later. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of definition on the outer edge. I like this to kind of just like grab a little bit more of dimension. We will be doing wing eyeliner and lashes in a minute, but I still like my eyes to kind of like have a nice dimension even without. So just blend, 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 blend. Make sure they are even, and then always add a little bit more of Grwm just on top where they two meet, so that you get like a very nice transition just here in the middle. Look how pretty. And of course I'm going to use a small brush now. Let me get one that I like. This one here, there is the E43, and I'm going to use exactly the same shade, and this time I'm going to do the bottom of my eyes. Alright, babies, so we have blended the bottom of our eyes, and of course, it's now time for inner corner highlighter, and I'm using this very small brush. It's so petite, from Real Technique, is 207. Now, there are a few colors that I really like Majesty looks absolutely beautiful, as well as Pearl. I think I'm gonna stick with something a little bit more natural today, so I'm gonna go in with Majesty, and just add this one in the inner corner, so it's slightly lighter than the actual shade that we use for the eyelid, and I think it's just going to be like that subtle oomph that we are looking for. And yeah, look how cute. I hope the camera is picking up. It's very subtle, but it's just pull all the look together. So this is my very quick look using this gorgeous palette over here. Now my overall thoughts are pretty similar to what I experienced when I first had a look at it. You guys have seen the video. If not, I'm gonna tell you very quickly. I think this palette is beautiful. The price is stunning. The shades are very pretty, and I feel like they're stable shades for everybody. Like everyone loves this color, and there is nothing wrong to love them. However, it's not gonna be my first pick to take this palette on a vacation, like somewhere far, where I might have to do like different looks, because the outcome is going to be pretty similar. Again, nothing wrong with it. I just like to spice it up my eye makeup so often that a palette that is kind of always going to give me like a sunsetty vibe, warm tone, orange, and like goldish yellow is okay. Not gonna hate it, but after the third time I'm gonna wear the same eyeshadow, get bored. So yes, this is not gonna be my first pick to take on holiday. However, price wise, packaging, everything, get yourself one if you need it. If not, it's fine. Like it's okay. There are going to be more palettes coming soon anyway. There is always more palettes coming soon. So this is what we have right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do liner and lashes. Now for liner, I've been using this one over here. There is the Golden Gatsby Live Wire Liner from LS Splash. It pretty much looks exactly the same as the Architect liner that they have. I don't think nothing has actually changed. The brush looks the same, it performed the same, it's lasting exactly the same way. The other reason why I've been using this one for the last 3 weeks is because my original Architect liner is kaput, it's finished, and this just came at the right time. Now, one question that I get all the time is where can I get LS Splash if I'm here in the UK or in Europe? Beauty Bay is your guy. Again, nothing is a sponsor. You guys know, keeping it real. But Beauty Bay does have a great price for LS Splash. Instead of you buying it from the US and then get it shipped and pay custom and everything, Beauty Bay is the guy, just go there. And then for lashes, I'll be using Makeup by Tammy lashes. And now this one are in the style Grace because I'm graceful. And also I really like those one. You guys know I love dramatic, I love floral lashes, and yes, I support my queen. Also, you guys know I do have a discount code that is actually just for you. I've decided not to take any money or commission out of it because I just didn't want it. I want to support my best friend and I want to support her lash brand without taking any money and always feel the freedom to try them and use them and love them because I truly do. And if you guys want, if you use CarmiMua on her website, you do get 15% off, I believe. I think it's 15%, and it's just for you. There is no hidden money exchange or anything. Trust and believe. If it was a commission code, I will let you know. So let me just put this on too very quickly. For mascara, I'm just gonna use any random mascara that I can find. I don't actually have extreme favorite mascara, so I will be doing what I can. And then we're gonna move with the last step. There is lips, and I have some very exciting lip products. So be right back. So 3, 2, 1, go. And where are we going? Nowhere. To be honest with you, my social life is pretty inexistent, so probably this makeup is just gonna drag me to the supermarket. Maybe I'm just gonna do some more laundry. This is pretty much it. So before I'm gonna love and leave you, I want to finish it off, of course, with some lipstick. Now, as you guys probably know me and you probably have seen some of my videos, like I think, if not, hi, how are you? It's me, awkward Carmi right now because I don't know where I was going with that. I tend to kind of stick a lot with the same lipstick. I love my nudes, I love a few reds, like I kind of always recycle the same thing. I enjoy doing a lot of like lip swatches and everything, but I always go back with matte liquid lipstick. And I find that like when I do use glosses, they actually end up on my teeth a lot. And because I wear clip-in veneers, I can't tell when they are on my teeth. So I end up smile and have lipstick, and yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing. So I tend to stick with things that just dry completely and I don't have to worry about. But one that I found that is pretty yummy, and I'm gonna share with you one more time. It is this one over here from Primark. Is a liquid matte pack of 4 for £4. So every lipstick is £1. Sounds absolutely delicious. I've been using this one quite a lot, and yes, I do like to always put them back into their own packaging because I'm a little bit of a hoarder when it comes to stuff like this. These are the shade, love them a lot. The one that I did actually use on my channel before was this one over here. There is the lighter one. Today we're gonna go with the middle one, so the one that is slightly darker. Again, I wasn't mentioning on the video that I used them, they don't actually have a name, but if in case you want it, this one over here, it is the Liquid Matte the Nude Edit Pack. So yes, this is gonna be the nudes one. So smells beautiful, looks very, again, Huda Beauty-ish, and it just feels so nice on the lip. Like, pigmentation is absolutely beautiful, so easy to put on. It does not dry completely matte, as in transfer proof, so if you are drinking, eating, kissing, smooching, it will kind of come off the first layer. However, I did find that the pigmentation underneath did stay beautiful on. So let me just apply this, and then I'll show you the final look. Alright, babies, so here we have the final look, and let me tell you, I feel delicious. I think everything looks absolutely beautiful. The eyes are giving me life, the skin is stunning, those lips are juicy and ready to kiss. I hope Bay is not gonna be too late today because clearly I need some comfort. And talking about comfort, I would like your feedback. So let me know down below, how do you feel about this slightly spin-off on my monthly favorite. I know it's a little bit of a longer video than just me mentioning what I like, but I feel like seeing how they work is maybe a little bit more helpful. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but if you can let me know, I might carry on making it the way I made it today, or if you want me to just like make a list and just tell you things, let me know. You know, your feedback is always welcome, and ultimately I do want to make content that you guys enjoy watching, so that's that. And as well as give me that good thumbs up and stay subscribed. We are so close to 25,000 Bibies there. I cannot believe it, and yes, I cannot wait. So welcome to all the new Bibies. If this is your first video, hi, I hope you stay, I hope you have enjoyed it. As well as, if you can, please share it. Share this video and help me reach that family that we love, we deserve, because we are pretty cool up in here. And yes, it's hair washing day today, so I apologize deeply. I am not a traditional beauty guru. I'm actually not even a beauty guru. So I hope you guys have loved it. So make sure to stay tuned, because there is so much more to come. I have so many videos planned out, and always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.